Corwin. Chapter 1, Landing. The battle had begun on Earth. It should have ended there. Instead, during the final confrontation between Raviolo and Dr. Gamma, reality itself tore apart. A wormhole opened above the battlefield. Neither side had time to react. One moment they were fighting beneath familiar skies. The next, they were falling through darkness. Raviolo remembered fragments. Screaming wind. Flashes of impossible colors. The sensation of weightlessness. Then impact. When he awoke, he was lying on black sand beneath an unfamiliar sky. Nearby, members of his team were slowly regaining consciousness. Farther away stood Dr. Gamma, equally stranded. Equally confused. The planet was not Earth. It wasn't even close. Survival became the priority. Finding a way home became the mission. Unfortunately, Dr. Gamma had his own ideas. The sky above the alien world was the color of bruised steel. Dark clouds rolled across the horizon, illuminated every few seconds by distant flashes of lightning. Jagged mountains stretched for kilometers in every direction, broken only by forests of strange silver-leaf trees and rivers that glowed faintly blue beneath the moonlight. At the center of a rocky plateau stood two figures. One wore a dark coat that whipped violently in the wind. The other held a damaged energy staff, sparks crawling across its surface. Neither had moved for several seconds. Neither wanted to be the first. Raviolo stared at his opponent. Still trying to destroy everything, he asked. Dr. Gamma smiled. Still trying to stop me. The wind intensified. Behind Raviolo stood members of his team, battered from survival on the alien planet. Behind Dr. Gamma stood nothing. The scientists preferred it that way. You know, Gamma said, slowly pacing across the stone, when we first arrived here, I almost appreciated the silence. He looked toward the horizon. No governments. No armies. No rules. His smile widened. Just possibilities. Raviolo tightened his grip on his staff. You're talking like somebody who blew up 3 laboratories before breakfast. 4. What? It was 4, actually. Raviolo groaned. Of course it was. A bolt of lightning struck nearby. The plateau shook. Gamma raised his hands. Do you understand what this place could become? No. A blank canvas. A dead world. Exactly. The purple-hatted scientist laughed. Raviolo immediately regretted speaking. Minutes ago, a wormhole had swallowed both sides during a battle back on Earth. Instead of arriving home, they had found themselves stranded here. Since then they had been searching for a way back. For a brief moment, everyone could see the city clearly. Lightning flashed across the storm. A giant machine floated above the city. Some sort of cloud catcher. What's that? Someone asked. Nobody answered. Far below, emergency vehicles raced through the streets. The lookout stood against the storm. Then another flash illuminated the cloud catcher. The blue figure stood atop the machine. Dr. Gamma, Raviolo's eyes widened. How is that possible? The image shifted. Another figure appeared on a nearby rooftop. Stella. She raised a rifle. The wind pushed against her as she lined up the shot. Don't, Raviolo whispered. Nobody could hear him. The portal was only a window. Nothing more. Stella steadied her aim. The crosshairs settled on Dr. Gamma. She pulled the trigger. The rifle cracked. For a moment, it looked perfect. Then the storm changed. A sudden gust of wind pushed the shot off course. The bullet missed Dr. Gamma completely. Aside, another figure was running toward the collapsing tower. The bullet struck him. He fell. Silence filled the plateau. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. The image flickered. Then the portal began collapsing. Raviolo stared at the spot where he had disappeared from view. His expression changed. The battle no longer mattered. Getting home suddenly mattered more than anything. Raviolo's team arrived at the scene of the incident, dropping into the edge of the storm zone. They didn't ask questions. They moved immediately. The dog was found near the base of a fractured structure, his body shielding what remained of a broken evacuation route. Still breathing. Barely. Raviolo knelt beside him. The damage wasn't like anything he expected. Not conventional trauma. Not even close. His expression changed as he scanned the wound. This isn't normal. One of the team stepped forward. Can he be stabilized? Raviolo didn't answer immediately. Above them, the cloud catcher began to drift uncontrollably. Dr. Gamma was gone. He had already moved on. Raviolo looked up once, tracking the movement of the machine. Then back down at the injured dog. There was no time. Get him ready, Raviolo said. For what? Raviolo hesitated. Then, he needs to see a vet. The breathing slowed. His eyes flickered open for a moment. He saw shapes. Lights. Voices he almost recognized. But they didn't feel close anymore. Just distant. Like a memory slipping away. The storm surged again. The ground trembled. Raviolo activated the portal relay. Energy built in the air around them. Stella remained on the rooftop, watching. Still unable to move. Still unable to speak. The world around him blurred. The last thing he saw was the sky breaking apart above what they call Adventure City. Then the light swallowed everything.